Libby, welcome. We rattled off a bunch of things earlier, from another shutdown to the Supreme Court. What is the first thing you're going to be watching for this month?
Yeah, good afternoon, Kelly. Well, I think this is really, February is going to be very much about pivoting to getting points on the board for Democrats. After spending sort of a month in disarray, fighting about the filibuster and voting rights, they really are going to try to focus on actually getting some legislation passed and signed into law. First up is going to be the House companion version of something called the United States Innovation and Competition Act. Basically, a lot of funding for semiconductors, for supply chains, and really being sort of couched in the context of a competition bill against China. Nothing like China and Russia bring Republicans and Democrats together. So we expect that bill to pass the House, be conferenced by the Senate, and likely be signed into law as early as March or April. But again, the focus really will be trying to get some points on the board and trying to pivot to some things that they can actually message in advance of November.
What about one which is, obviously event-driven, but the Russia sanctions bill, which we've already seen some companies, like Exxon, a little bit concerned about?
Yeah, so, we're expecting likely some sort of compromise between Republicans and Democrats in the Senate on a sanctions bill, maybe introduced as early as tomorrow or Thursday. Likely a combination of export controls, of financial sanctions, of penalties against Putin's inner circle. Some of these will be sort of preemptive, and some of them will be more escalatory in the sort of the chance of invasion of Russia to Ukraine. But I think that the point here is that the Senate and the House are likely going to want to put their own sort of fingerprints on a sanctions bill, even though, of course, the White House has the ability, to administer these sanctions without congressional approval. But I think politically speaking, they want to have a dog. They very much want to have sort of put their fingerprints on the ultimate sanctions package.